Hey, what's up, guys? It's Josh Heron. Thanks for watching the MotoAmerica YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Rocco Landers on pole position. Blake Davis, the defending champion, and the championship leader, Gus Rodeo. Watch for the lights. Pitt Race, race one. REV'IT twins come his go, and it's a great start for all three of them on the front row of the grid. But it's going to be Blake Davis, Roger, that is going to get the whole shot into turn one, or is it?
It is Blake Davis and also Gus Rodeo with a great start. The top rows are all first, second, and third.
Everybody safely through turn one, but already the leading three with just a little bit of an advantage. Little wheelie from Blake Davis, and already Gus Rodeo is looking for a way through on the inside. Who's the bravest? Davis is.
Looks like Blake kind of wheelied there and lost his drive, and Gus was able to get a good drive on him. We see Rocco. We see this out of Rocco a lot. He likes to be aggressive early and wants to get to the lead.
Yeah, one thing we haven't talked about, the riders currently in second and third as Blake Davis gets it completely wrong, runs it wide, and Rodeo goes to the front. What we haven't talked about is the two orange, purple, and black machines, the 96 and the 97. They are teammates. There's no team orders in this team. It's every man for himself.
And also, go back to Laguna, we see Gus and Blake trading a little rubber, so we know those two aren't afraid to mix it up.
Neither is Rocco Landers, who puts a huge move on the defending champion. And Dominic Doyle has had a really good start, and he's now latched on. Much did we say this in qualifying? Qualifying is one thing, racing another. Dominic Doyle is a racer.
And he really has this last half of the season been really, really strong and cleaned up a lot of mistakes he had earlier in the year. But right now, Gus is out in the lead and putting a really good first lap down.
Rodeo then, the championship leader, goes down through 15 into 16, hard on the brakes. And are we going to see the chicane play a part early on? Yes, we are, as Rodeo came under a lot of pressure there. And Blake Davis has got a lot of confidence in the front of that bike. We've seen it all season long.
That was a big lunge from Blake. A nice aggressive pass, a clean one, but definitely aggressive. And I think he wants to let the guys know early on, he's not going to be pushed around.
Yeah, absolutely not. Over the line then, lap one completed. Fast and furious, 10 more to go as they go side by side. Nothing between them in terms of speed, but who's the bravest on the brakes? Oh, that's tight into turn one, and that is going to compromise him on the way. And as around the outside goes Rodeo. Has anybody told them there's still 10.5 laps to go?
You just see that move by Blake going into turn one there. Just killed his drive up over two.
Yeah, Rodeo then at the front, and he knows he's under real pressure. Here again comes Landers, and this time he gets the job done. That's what he tried to do a lap earlier.
Yeah, he kind of a little dress rehearsal that first lap, and then this lap here he was able to get himself in a little bit better spot.
Aprilia leads from Aprilia. Yamaha from Yamaha. Kayla Yakov as well has now slotted lovely work from her on the first lap and a half. She's in 5th position as Davis responds. And again, they are getting close to each other. And this is great for Rodeo, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see just Gus right here has no idea what these two are doing behind him, how hard they're racing. And, you're using your tires a little more, too, when you're racing like that.
Technical issue for one of the riders is down through turn 5, and their teammates. I said there's no team orders. Rubbing is racing, and Landers, we've seen him so quick through there in qualifying, and once again he makes it count on lap 2.
And I think Rocco's felt that pressure from Blake, and he wants to get to the front and create a little bit of a gap and not get in a big battle. Yeah, just got a really good run here and just put himself on the inside where he owns the corner. You set up a little bit left to try to get ready for the corner, and you can see Rocco here is going to drift out a little bit wide and put himself in the spot for this right-hander.
Yeah, and that's about, 4th gear on these twins bikes. It's not slow. Flying lap completed, and it's a 48.2, and it's in fact Davis who now sets the fastest lap of the race. And Davis makes a move, a hard move, and he pushes Landers wide. That is aggressive stuff, and it's exactly what you said in the Superbike race earlier on when we were summarizing that. You cannot be intimidated by those riders around you. You've got to give it back to them.
And I think that's what Blake's trying to say. That was an aggressive pass. Rocco's going to come right back, but it's been fair. They've both been aggressive, but they've been fair passes.
Given an opportunity by the Rodeo Robum Racing as he takes the white flag, which signifies here in the US the start of the final lap. And he really has repaid the faith that was put in him, hasn't he?
Yeah, with the wins, and then also maybe a championship. So they definitely, not always do you have the opportunity to pick up a guy like Rocco Landers after a couple races into the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at picking up a couple more points is Rodeo, the championship leader. Now, he's not going to want to do anything stupid here. He's going to want to make the move, but he's going to want to do it fairly as he comes down the hill. And of course, as far as Rocco is concerned, if anything goes wrong, if they do rub shoulders and run off track, that's going to throw the championship well into Landers' lap.
And I think these two are also going to come up on some lap traffic as well.
There is Landers going through the bottom of the picture, one of the slower riders in the middle, and Blake Davis. I tell you what, it's not a done deal that Blake Davis is going to take second place. I remind you, if Davis finishes second, he will take the lead in the championship, and that caught him off guard just a little bit through on the inside. Davis gets through, Landers does not, Rodeo does not, now he does.
That definitely held up Gus a little bit.
It did, as they come through now. One of the final right-handers, in fact the penultimate right-hander they're about to approach. Down in front of us, Rodeo is building. It's all or nothing now then. One of these riders will lead the championship going in tomorrow. Who's the bravest on the brakes? Davis at the moment into the chicane. As we switch back to Rocco Landers, he's going to be 25 points. He will move to within 10 points of the championship lead. Rocco Landers, the former champion, hasn't put a wheel wrong. He waves to the crowd who are up on the spectator hill on the left-hand side, heading towards the line. It's a win for Aprilia, and it's a win for Landers. And who is going to get second place? It is going to be... oh, photo finish across the line.
It was Blake.
I think it was by the smallest of margins. Our timing screen, all smiles for Landers. Davis on the podium and Rodeo as well. Under 20 minutes of racing. Landers, Davis and Rodeo, Kelyakov in 6th. And Spencer Humphries, we've talked about him a lot this week, and what a great return to the series in 7th.